And good afternoon to you. Welcome aboard the Tom Taylor Sports Show on this Tuesday, April the 14th, 2015, our 47th day together, and a big day. Couple of reasons for a big day. Tomorrow's tax day. You have one more day to get your taxes done. Tomorrow, April the 15th, is your day to have what you need done for Uncle Sam, the IRS. But more importantly today, it is somebody's wedding anniversary today. He and Mrs. V, 31 years today. They've been hitched. Isn't that sweet?
31 years.
31
baby.
years. All right.
How many people can say that?
Not very many. I'm very proud of you. Seriously.
To one woman.
That's exactly right. 31 years to one lady.
Wouldn't trade her for anything.
No. I guess she would say the same thing.
I would hope so.
Yeah, she would. Mrs. V is a cool lady. So, anyway, congratulations. 31 years. Where did you take her on your first date?
Actually, I think it was kind of it was softball.
She played or she watched?
No, we both watched.
Oh, you both watched a softball game.
Maryville, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Maryville. We went to
right.
Smoky Mountain Classic. We were down there watching the Smoky Mountain Classic.
Oh, okay. And y'all went out after and got a milkshake or whatever?
I don't even remember that part.
There you go. Went to softball. Where did you go? Where was your first official romantic movie, dinner? Softball was not really what you would call it.
Oh, man. Well, I took her to several movies, but I learned well, I better not tell her on that. I better not say that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
No, not on your anniversary.
No.
Just don't veer off the path. Just answer the question.
Let's just say that movies and my wife.
She falls asleep, I bet you.
I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a word. I just learned long ago not to expense money to
For
take
movies.
her to a movie.
Gotcha. That's all you need to say. I'm slow, but I read between the lines. That's good.
Yep.
So, anyway, you still didn't answer the question, so you don't know where you want to. Like, did you take her to the movies, to the dance, to dinner?
She wasn't much of a dancer either, so we were it was pretty much just, we went out to eat. Then just went back to her place. And
there you go.
Sat on the couch and watched TV, if you want to call it that.
Like Gomer. Was it Gomer or Goober? Goober. On Andy Griffith went back and, what was the name of the lady he went and sat on the couch and watched watched TV with? But anyway, congratulations to Horace and Mrs. V. 31 years I'd sing to, but you don't really want that. So, 30. What do you mean, nah? That kind of hurt.
I've heard you sing. I said that yesterday.
You got it. So.
Let me say this, too. I've told my wife this many times, and a lot of people have heard this, but I'm old-fashioned in a lot of ways, and I said I'm going to ask permission of her father to take her hand in marriage. So asked him to step outside. We went outside, and I told him what my intentions were. He just looked at me, turned his back, and walked away. You talk about
wow,
some apprehension building up and some tension.
So there was no response, just walked away.
Just turned around and walked away. Of course, he knew what he was doing. He was joking. He was just giving me a hard time because 5 minutes later, he came back in with a big old grin on his face. He got me good.
Oh, yeah. You were sweating bullets.
I was.
So I'm sitting in your position going, do I just go and walk off the porch and leave? Do I go back in and carry on? What do we do here? That's pretty good. I like that. I like this guy. So 31 years.
Rest his soul.
There you go. He's in glory. So 31 years. Congratulations and happy anniversary. Tonight, I'm assuming we'll go out to eat somewhere.
Yeah,
is that right?
We got a place in mind. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
not we, but you.
Yeah.
I'm not tagging along with that. If I can't get to the Bays Mountain Chicken Picnic or go out on the boat like we talked about yesterday, that got blown out of the water. I know the anniversary, and I don't want to be the third wheel, so good.
Yep.
And her choice tonight, lady's choice?
Yeah.
Good. Happy anniversary. So flowers, we'll get her some flowers.
She's not much into flowers either. We're going to save money this year. We decided to make it short, simple, and just,
Yeah, but 31 years,
intimately.
Not many couples can say that.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know. I used to buy her a rose for every year we've been married. 31 years, 31 roses costs a lot of money.
All right. Inflation's got him. Okay.
But yeah, when she was in teaching, when she was at Fairmont, I sent her a rose for every year we were married on our anniversary. So she was, when she got up there, she was getting 25, 26 roses.
And loved it.
Oh, yeah.
All those other ladies go, he's so sweet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Horace. So 31 years. Good job. Let's see, today's Bible verse. We dedicate our show right here to the man who hung on the cross. Again, he's all about love. Horace is in love for 31 years, and that's good. And he's all about love because he died on the cross for us. Isaiah 43:1 is our Bible verse of the day and says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you." What's redeem mean? Layman's terms. "I have called you by your name. You are mine." I have forgiven you. Got you. Fear not, for I have forgiven you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. Period. 3 words. You are mine. Hung on a cross for you. Isaiah 43:1. So that's the Bible verse of the day we will have for you coming up a little bit later on. The thought for the day from our buddy Larry Kaiser. On the show today, Richard Isaacs doing the quiz show from Kingsport Cabinetry. Daniel Monjay. Big track meet tomorrow in Johnson City, being put on by Milligan and Science Hill. We'll talk to Daniel about that coming up here in a few minutes. Also, we'll check in with David Carmichael. Carmichael is getting ready to head off to watch the Predators play, so he's going to do his show today. Carmichael, of course, of the John City Parks and Rec, and so he gets a chance to get out of town and going to some other meetings and watch the Predators. They're in the National Hockey League Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah,
against the Tommy Wyman's Chicago Blackhawks. So, yeah, Predators and the Blackhawks. I haven't talked to him about that. So, in fact, I haven't talked to him this week.
What's
he
a
is
Blackhawk?
busy. Have no idea. I guess the
they
logo
got feathers on there. I guess they're Indians.
Yep, logo would make you think that it's a Native American.
Tribe.
Yeah, an Indian. Native American of some sort. But anyway, Blackhawks and the Predators on the ice tomorrow night in Nashville. And also Tom Jane will join us. St. Jude's Golf got the big golf tournament coming up later on this spring. We'll tell you all about that. And also in August, the putt-putt. We're going to blow that thing out again this year. Putt-putt at St. Jude's. We got our team. Weinman's in. We need a coach. What if we could have the Apester be our coach? Would that be good?
Oh, yeah. She needs to wear her hump day hat, though.
If she wear a hump day hat, she would fit right in. That's a good idea. So the Apester can wear her hump day hat, and she can be our, in wrestling, they always have somebody in the corner as kind of a coach or a manager. She can be the manager of the, what we call ourselves, the Hawaiian Hoedown Boys.
The Honolulu Hawaiian
That's
Hoedown
right.
Boys.
The Honolulu Hawaiian Hoedown Boys. And we'll be dressed again appropriately for the putt-putt in August, but we'll talk to Tom about the St. Jude's Golf Tournament coming up later on this spring, and he'll join us a little bit later on this morning, or I should say this afternoon as well. All kinds of sports. I don't really want to get on the soapbox, but I'm going to get on it. Here we go. The Reds gagged it again last night.
They need to make a decision fast with their bullpen.
Yeah, their bullpen's atrocious. It's terrible. So they lost again. They've now lost 3 in a row.
Because their offense is coming around. Votto's coming around. Bruce is they're all coming around except the bullpen.
Right.
They get to the 8th inning, and they just lay an egg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what happened last night.
Unbelievable.
Jumbo Diaz served up a tater last night.
Twice they've had 3-run leads in the game yesterday and gave them up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you, I told you everybody's all jacked up about the Reds. I said they did nothing in the offseason except get Marlon Byrd. And they got rid of Matt Latos, who's turned out not to be very productive in his new home. The guy they got rid of was Alfredo Simon, which I thought was a big mistake. But anyway, Reds will do it again tonight against the Cubbies at Wrigley, and it'll be an 8:05 first pitch. Then they head to St. Louis. I'm liking my chances now for this double or nothing bet.
No, they're still going to win at least one game. Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
No. Bet is that they'll get swept in St. Louis this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Horace says no. I say yeah, and I'm a Reds fan, but they got
you sure don't act like a Reds fan.
Well, I'm down on them. They got issues, and I'm like Marty. Boy, I listened to Marty last night. They're a longtime announcer. If you listen to his voice, it's really interesting from a broadcaster standpoint. You listen to his voice when they get base hits or hits. His inflection is he's surprised when the Reds do it. Well, Votto just doubled down the right field line like, holy tamale. Can you believe he did this? And then when the Cubbies do something, he's a little bit more energetic when the Cubs do with his voice inflection. It's interesting. I picked up on that last night. He's really down on the Reds, and he really took some shots at him in the postgame show about their bullpen or lack thereof. So, anyway, Reds tonight. More importantly, the man has on his Toronto Blue Jay ball cap because tonight the one, the only, Dino, is on the hill tonight against Tampa Bay in Toronto, 7:07 first pitch. Now, the granddaughter is all about, how did she bring this up yesterday? She was telling me that, she said, you know Daniel, he went to the same grade school she goes to. And so she said, you know that? I said, yeah. I said, Horace's son, man-child, Daniel Norris has been to Horace's house. Why, you just went rock star. Are you kidding me, Granddad? You pulling my legs? No, I'm not pulling my legs. So today, if she sees you,
rode in my truck.
Yeah, if she sees you today, you'll be quizzed because she's like, really? Said, did he eat at Horace's table? I said, I'm sure he did. Did he sit on Horace's couch?
I think he had pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think he ate at the table. He sat on the couch and had pizza.
There you go. But in a grade school kid's eyes, you are a
yeah.
rock star. So Daniel Norris on the hill. So now all of a sudden she wants a Toronto Blue Jay pennant. So I got to get her one.
Oh, boy.
So she's all about it because he went to the same grade school she's going to. And so that's a really cool thing. And so he's on the hill tonight, Daniel Norris. Again, 7:07 first pitch against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, his second start of the season.
Yeah, they dropped one to the Rays yet last night.
Yeah,
so
they did get beat, but tonight we hope for good things with Dino's on the mound. So that'll be this evening. Also, as we said, the Redlegs. What did the Braves do last night? Did they play?
I think they did.
Okay, let's see how they did because that's really important to the Braves. Let's see.
Well, we have Braves fans around here, so we got to give them.
Actually won. They beat Miami 3-2, so they're 6-1.
Good grief!
Laugh if you want, I guess. They're 6-1. The Reds are 4-3, and you know who's in first place in the Central Division, the National League, the Cubbies.
The Cubbies.
Oh yeah, I like that. So that's good. Cubbies are.
Detroit's doing pretty well too, I think.
Yes, they are. So anyway, that's what's going on in Major League Baseball, and let's see. Let's run down the schedule for you for today and tonight. And we'll move on. We've got Jameis is in the news today, and Horse is all about that. Let's see. National League tonight, you've got, let's start with the National League, Tom. That'll be on this side of the page. Washington and Fenway against Boston. Detroit at Pittsburgh in interleague play. Miami and Atlanta, everything's under the lights. Philadelphia, New York. Arizona at San Diego. Dodgers taking on Seattle at Dodger Stadium. Colorado at San Francisco. And again, the Reds in Chicago to battle the Cubbies. In the American League, you've got the Yankees at Baltimore tonight, White Sox in Cleveland, Texas hosting the Angels, Houston home to Oakland, and again, everything else is interleague play, and again, everything under the lights tonight in Major League Baseball. So that's what's happening there. All right, let's talk. We've got lots going on at Bristol Motor Speedway. Again, we will be here with you tomorrow. Then Thursday and Friday, we'll park our show until next Monday. Thursday and Friday, we'll be, again, in the Bristol Live Suite in Turn 3. Ready to broadcast starting at noon on Thursday on 4 radio stations, AM 870, also AM 1230, 100.7, and 103.3 FM, 4 stations here in the Tri-Cities. Also, we'll be with you, again, via BristolMotorspeedway.com on the Bristol Motor Speedway website, and also on the scanners. Thanks to Racing Electronics, 454.5 thousand will be the scanner frequency we'll be on for 4 days starting Thursday. So here today and tomorrow, then parking the show until Monday of next week. So there you go. Jameis Winston, what's the latest on Jameis? You have a story?
Do I have a story? One. You had it, I think.
I think I've got a story, yeah.
He's gone to the Bears are wanting him, but the Titans are wanting him. He's got an advisor saying he's not ready for the NFL.
I told you that. That's why I went.
I said that.
We kept waiting for, we kept wondering why he went up and met with the commissioner, and now it's come out. Because his agent says he can handle on the field, he can't handle off the field, being an NFL player. Yeah. I said, I don't understand. What is it you can't handle? I don't get that. What part of the game?
He is a loose cannon.
All right, well.
Period.
If you put it that way, okay. I'm trying to find this story. Keep talking. It's here somewhere.
Here
it is. I got it.
Go ahead.
Right.
Well, he's going to do a pre-draft visit with the Bears tomorrow. So, and the Bears have previously met with Marcus Mariota, so they're definitely looking at one of the two, perhaps to trade Cutler or get rid of Cutler. Which the Bears, they just signed Cutler to a contract extension or another contract in 2014.
You're exactly right.
So something's going on with the Bears, but Cutler ain't getting the job done, so they got to find somebody.
Yeah. So here's the story. Yesterday, Jameis Winston, this compliments of the Johnson City Press, Jameis Winston made the rounds at the Tennessee Titans facility yesterday, meeting with coaches, member of the front office, and yet another get-to-know-you session.
Well, if the Titans get him, I will no longer be a Titan fan.
There you go. Armed with the second overall pick, most think the Titans are wasting their time. After all, Tampa Bay is going to take Florida State quarterback with the number 1 pick, you would think. One analyst says no. ESPN's Ron Jaworski believes that Mariota will go first, and then the Titans could take Winston. Some say the Titans shouldn't hesitate to get him. I'm not sold on him at all, so nor are you. But
nobody needs to take Winston until he grows up.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. When the guy stood up on the cafeteria there in Florida State in the cafeteria or wherever he was at, one of the eating establishments on campus, and did some rather provocative, inappropriate things towards the female populace, I thought, this guy's going to lead me to the Super Bowl? I don't think so.
Loose cannon.
There you go. All right, so I'm right there with you. All right, so that he isn't, and of course the draft comes up on the 30th, which is what, 2 weeks from Thursday will be the draft. You'll start seeing a lot of buzz now. A lot of folks beginning to shuffle and move around. So now the Titans have kind of stuck their nose into the fray as possibly drafting Horace's buddy Jameis Winston. All right, the Xfinity Series coming up on Saturday. Of course, it's race week at Bristol Motor Speedway. The drive to stop Diabetes 300. And I'm looking at the entry list for the Xfinity Series coming up on Saturday. Got some big names in there. Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, and the hottest driver in NASCAR right now, Kevin Harvick, in the field for Saturdays. He'll be driving the Hunt Brothers Pizza. Mo Sheen, the Chevrolet for Rick Hendrick. And so that'll be happening. That'll be coming up on Saturday. Here's some of the other notables going to be in the race. Chase Elliott, the defending champion, of course, of the series. Ryan Reed's red hot right now in the Xfinity Series. Daniel Suarez for Joe Gibbs Racing, the Aris number 15 Toyota. So all these guys will be there ready to go. And Elliott Sadler, of course, a long-time steady driver. Ty Dillon will be in there as well. Elliott Sadler, the One Main Financial Ford Mustang for Jack Roush and Roush Fenway Racing. So those are the folks going to be right now into the race on Saturday. Regan Smith, Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, and again, pretty cool, the hottest driver on the circuit in NASCAR right now is Kevin Harvick. Will be in the Hunt Brothers Pizza Chevrolet for the running of the Drive to Stop Diabetes 300 on Saturday. More of a reason to get those season tickets. Of course, the big race coming up on Sunday, the Food City 500 in support of Steve Burns and Stand Up to Cancer 500, as we said. And the tickets are $149, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend, 2 days in August. And plus, it gets you a chance to put down a deposit for the Battle at Bristol tickets. And that's coming up again next September. Then we got a couple other things that have been announced here, and it's pretty exciting stuff. Were you a fan of the Dukes of Hazzard?
Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, yeah.
Just some, not Daisy, but the Dukes of Hazzard.
I mean, what else was there to watch?
As a redneck boy in the South, what else was there? Well, anyway, Boss Hogg and
cool car,
General Lee. Anyway, they're going to be here on Saturday. Tom Wopat and John Schneider will be in attendance as host of the Auto Trader pre-race concert. Auto Trader bringing in Tom Wopat and John Schneider, stars of the new Auto Trader television commercial, and also the legendary series, The Dukes of Hazzard. They'll be here on Saturday to help introduce two-time Grammy Award-winning Old Crow Medicine Show. So if you like the Dukes of Hazzard, just a good old boy. Who sang the theme song? There's some trivia for you.
Good old boys?
There's a good old boys.
Merle Haggard?
One more try.
Oh, shoot.
Never meaning no harm. By the way, he's deceased.
Oh, he's deceased.
Mm-hmm. Just a good old boy.
I'm drawing a blank.
He's an outlaw.
I'm still drawing a blank.
Willie, and he's a good old boy. Willie, and he's a good old boy. Never meaning no harm.
I'm sorry. I've just lost it.
Initials are WJ. Married to Jesse. Has a son named Shooter. It's like what? His second letter of his first name is A. W. Waylon Jennings.
That's why I got it.
There you got it. That's good.
I had a face in my mind. I knew what, but I couldn't put a name with it.
It's your anniversary. You're all to pieces, so you got other things on your brain. I understand.
But I got it.
You got it. Tom Wopat, John Schneider will make an appearance from 9:30 till 10:15 at the Auto Trader display in the fan zone on the Speedway grounds. Stars of Dukes of Hazzard also cheering on Joey Logano, the Team Penske number 22 Auto Trader Ford Fusion. And Auto Trader unveiled a special paint scheme showcasing the new logo and the 22 for this Sunday's race for the Food City 500. So that's pretty cool. They're going to be in town. Also, Jay Bush, the great-grandson of Bush Brothers and Company founder A.J. Bush, will present the Bush Beans Pole Day Award Bristol Motor Speedway. Is
he bringing his dog with him?
He may. I'm trying to scan down there to see if he's going to bring his dog's name
his
is.
Talking dog?
Dog's name is? It's his anniversary. He gets a pass today.
Why would I know the dog's name?
Well, because that's the star of the commercials. That's who.
Well, but does he give his name on the commercials?
Absolutely. He always says, my dog blank. Who won the national championship last week, college basketball?
I don't know.
You don't know who won the men's national basketball championship? Who won?
Wisconsin. No, Kentucky.
No.
I've lost it, man. I've lost it today. Where am I going? Duke won.
You're going out on a date. That's where you're going. Yeah, Duke won. Wisconsin and Kentucky. Okay.
I've lost it, man.
Let's just go and make a disclaimer from here on
my
out.
My mind is not here.
Anything Horace says, he's not responsible for today.
Man.
It is his anniversary, and he's out there in the nebulous of love. So, okay. Anyway, it's Duke.
I'm off my rocker.
Yeah, well, I don't know what. Man, I want you to tape this segment. I want you to take and give it to Mrs. V. She's going to say, he's a little flustered.
Yeah,
it's his anniversary. Anyway, Jay's coming to town, known with his best royalties friend, Duke, the fun-loving golden retriever. That could be another good question for you down the line.
I want the secret recipe.
For Bush's Baked Beans?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Made right here in East Tennessee, by the way.
I'm going to ask Duke.
There you go. First is get his name right. Yeah, just go up and get his name right first. Bush's Grill and Beans will be available at the Bush's Trackside Cafes and the grandstands this weekend. So when you go to the track, get you some Bush's Grill and Beans. How about that? That's some good stuff. That's some things going on this week. Again, at Bristol Motor Speedway, we got a lot to talk about. And of course, we'll shift gears and go totally NASCAR and totally BMS on Thursday and Friday. We'll be, again, parking our show here and doing Bristol Live on the 4 radio stations we told you, AM 870, AM 1230, 100.7, and 103.3 FM. And get ready for Bristol Live, our third season, brought to you by the good folks from Food City and by CenturyLink. So we're very excited about that. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We've got ourselves lined up and ready to go again on this Tuesday. We've got Richard Isaacs coming up. We've got Daniel Monjay coming up. We've got David Carmichael coming up. We've got Tom Jane coming up. We've got the quiz show right around the corner. We've got more to talk about. We've got more sports. We have a contract extension for a big-time college football coach, making even more money than he was making. And I may get Horace going on this one. We'll talk to Horace about this and see what else is going on in the world of sports right after you hear this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's not just a race, it's the place. A place to set up a tent, park the RV, and start emptying the cooler. A place to fire up the grill in the Tennessee hills and take in the best short track racing in NASCAR. The place is the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Hope you'll join us on April 19th for the Food City 500. Call 423-BRISTOL or visit bristoltix.com. It's not just a place.
It's Bristol, baby!
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about your insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that home insurance can keep your stuff covered even when it's not at home? Or that collisions with wildlife on the road may not be covered? And what if you didn't know you could be liable for any accidents on your property? The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thank you for being with us. We have 12 sponsors we're very proud of. Bracken Asphalt Maintenance, Wells Fargo Financial Network, Bays Mountain Park, Max Medicine Mart, Cherokee Barbershop, Bristol Motor Speedway, American Import and Auto Repair, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, Book Lovers Warehouse, Kingsport Cabinetry, and Larry Kaiser, Nationwide Insurance. Let's go to the phonies there. Our buddy Daniel Monjay, the Sports Information Director from Milligan College. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Just fine, sir. Thanks for checking in with us. And, hey, got a big track meet coming up tomorrow. That's going to be in Johnson City. You are partnering with Science Hill. Is that correct on this track meet?
Yes, that's correct. And hopefully the weather's a little bit more cooperative than it's been today.
Yeah, well, I think it's supposed to be clearing off a little bit tomorrow, but actually without lightning, I guess we'll run to the rain anyway. So kind of set the table.
Right.
What's it all about tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow they'll do kind of an evening shift where they'll start with relays and then just do it's kind of just intermingled. They'll do field events, track events, all different sorts of just types of stuff. Starts at 6, I think. The first relay, I guess, is at 6, and then they just have, like I said, 800. I think at one point is Wednesday night. The 1500 is Wednesday night, I think, and then the Thursday shift is more in the afternoon. I think it starts at noon, and we'll probably go through about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so lots going on. And, of course, this is guys and girls. And how many teams going to be there?
There should be about probably around 10. I know there's 12 in the conference, and not everybody represents track and field. But it should be pretty competitive. I just remember being there last year. It was just a really cool atmosphere. I didn't really know a whole lot going in, just because the last time I'd been to a track and field meet was probably in elementary school. And just going there and just seeing the competitive environment, just kind of the energy that was there, it was a really cool experience last year.
We're talking to Daniel Monjay, Sports Information Director of Milligan College, and we got the Milligan College logo up here where you can see it, and we love talking about the Buffaloes, the orange and black. And tell me some kids right now, or students, or college kids, whatever, that are doing well right now, track and field for Milligan.
Well, the three big names that come to mind, well, really actually 4 big names that come to mind. Hannah Seagrave is from the UK. She is I always say, a specialist in the 800 meter. She holds both school records in the indoor and outdoor. She's broken her own school record several times. Just continues to improve on herself. Another UK native is Joey Watson. He's a freshman shot putter, or really just a freshman thrower. But his specialty would be the shot put. He's broken that record in both the indoor and outdoor seasons a couple of times this year. And then we've got 2 other runners from the States. Christian Brewer's from Knoxville. I think he's a miler, and he kind of specializes in the 1500s, kind of the middle distances. And then Taylor Tefelsky is from Hudsonville, Michigan. He's another kind of similar guy to Brewer. He's a sophomore, I believe. Just does a lot of the middle distances. Another runner.
Talking to Daniel Monjay, the Sports Information Director of Milligan College. So how does someone get from the UK to Milligan College in East Tennessee? That's got to be an interesting story.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, and I don't. I've probably heard it at one point, but just kind of slips my mind now. Probably the success of the program has a lot to do with it. I know Hannah's being a runner as well, or being a runner, runs cross country as well, and just that team has been so successful over the last decade or so, and then their track and field team's kind of the same way. Kind of just a powerhouse in the AAC, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it.
Talking to Daniel Monjay, the Sports Information Director for Milligan College. 10 teams on the college side. How many teams scheduled to be there? Ballpark number for high school for the high school side that's represented by Science Hill.
Actually, I really honestly don't have that information. I think it would probably be about the same size, but that would be just me kind of taking a ballpark guess.
Yeah, so who's strong in the AAC and track and field besides Milligan?
On the women's side, Tennessee Wesleyan is probably next. In fact, they're probably next on both sides. They had a really good cross-country season last year. I think they were in the top 25 with us for most of the year. And then track and field just kind of comes in the same way. I would say after Tennessee Wesleyan, probably Union. But there's a few teams, I think, right on that next tier. But the upper tier, I would say, is Milligan and Tennessee Wesleyan.
So before I let you go, again, we're talking to Daniel Monjay from Milligan. Spectators can come watch this. What time does it – I mean, what time is going to be the best time for us to come over and watch it as a spectator and watch both the high school and the collegiate track and fieldsters there starting tomorrow at Science Hill?
Well, they start at 6, and again, this is based on my experience from last year. The time flies while you're there. So you can go kind of anticipating just, I'll just go see 1 or 2 events. And then you end up, it's so much fun, you end up sticking around the whole evening. So, like I said, the schedule is to run from 6 to about 9 tomorrow night. and then on Thursday about a 3-hour session in the afternoon from about 12 to 3:30 or 4, I think, somewhere in there. So I don't think there's a really ideal time. I know Coach Lane said the 1500 race is probably the one to watch on the men's side. But really, you're going to get a lot of good competition whenever you go.
There you go. And Milligan's going to be right there in the forefront, we hope, to bring home the championship. And what is the name of this particular meet? Is there a name for it?
It's just the Appalachian Athletic Conference Outdoor Championships.
Awesome. And then Science Hill brings along some high school teams to run and compete as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. Good job. All right. That's what's going on. Then before I let you go, give me the update on baseball. They are getting ready, both baseball and softball, fine-tuning the end of the regular season. Tournament's right around the corner, right?
Right. Yeah, and baseball actually plays this afternoon. They're going to try to beat the rain. They play at 3, a doubleheader. It'll be a non-conference game. But then they've got another home series coming up over the weekend, which will be one of the last 2 that they play before the conference tournament in a couple of weeks. When
does Cody Campbell pitch? Do you know?
Usually his I think he's been going usually in game 2 of the series. I think typically he's been starting Watts on in the opener, and then Peterson in the finale. And I think Cody has been fairly regular in that number 2 spot.
Yeah.
So that would probably be on Saturday.
Okay. I guess my point was they play today. If they get it in because of the rain, I'd like to come watch him play. But
right.
He'll be pitching on Saturday. All right, we'll be at the track. So, hey, great report. We'll start with you next Tuesday. Every Tuesday he's going to be with us. We're locked him into a definitive time slot because we want to promote the Milligan College Buffaloes every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. So we'll talk to you next week. Have a great week, and good luck in the track and field. We'll talk to you next week, all right?
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yep, great job. Daniel Monjay, again, the Sports Information Director from Milligan College, and a good young man right there, and does a good job. And he has, 10, 12 folks coming as far as teams to the track and field meet tomorrow, co-hosted by Milligan and Science Hill. Well, I went to Book Lovers Warehouse yesterday.
Big place, isn't it?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. And they got the NASCAR books are on sale. And I found, I'm going to go ahead and get it for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So, which I don't know why I started that, because I looked at it and thought, no, I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to surprise him. I'm trying to get back there today and get it. I saw it, started to get it yesterday and said, and then the more I thought about it, I thought, yeah. And this could be a good anniversary gift for a horse. So today's his anniversary. So we'll go back down. But here's some of the books are on sale. Some really cool stuff, too. Here's one called Jimmy Johnson, A Desert Rats Race to NASCAR Stardom. Regular $8. Got it on sale. It's a hardback book for $6. Dynasties, Legendary Families of NASCAR. This is a really cool book. It's all about the Petty family, the Allison family. As a matter of fact, I was looking, the spring race at Bristol, 3 different Allisons, one up there. Again, at Bristol Motor Speedway, Bobby and Donnie and Davey. 3 different Allisons brought home the checkers during the spring race back down through the years. This book's called Dynasties, the Legendary Families of NASCAR, the Petty family, the Jarrett family. It's a hardback book. A regular $7. Got it on sale for $4. Again, at Book Lovers Warehouse. Here's one, the 25th anniversary of Talladega Super Speedway. A regular $10 book. Got it on sale for $6.50. Here's one called The Young Guns, the up-and-comers of NASCAR. Regular $20. Bob's got it whacked down to $13. And then here's one, and if it's still there today, I'm going to go ahead and get this one too. The Unseen Behind-the-Scene Pictures of Dale Earnhardt.
Huh.
Really cool book. I flipped through it, and there again, I thought, I was in a hurry as usual. I thought, I'm going to get this today, and I thought, no, I'll come back. If it's there today, I'm going to pick that up. I think it's like $5 or $6. It's like 120 pages of just pictures, color shots, behind the scenes, and flipping through the book, and one of them had a picture of him in a lawn chair in the back of a car hauler in between practices and qualifying, and he was asleep, and Teresa was sitting there beside him, and pretty cool book. It's called Unseen Earnhardt, and these are some of the books that are on sale. They're all 25% off right now. Actually, 33% off the cover price, and all these are used to begin with. Here's one called Thunder of America NASCAR, NASCAR's Next Generation, the Faces of NASCAR, which they go around and took pictures of the fans of all the different tracks, and pretty cool stuff. All this, again, the NASCAR books are 33% off right now. Again, at Book Lovers Warehouse in Johnson City. How do you find them? Very easily. You drive down between Johnson City and Jonesboro here in the Tri-Cities on 11E, and you'll find them right there beside Harbor Freight Tools. You turn into the Sonic Drive-In, turn right there at the Sonic Drive-In, I should say. And right beside Harbor Freight Tools, there they be. And we appreciate them very, very much. And Bob's going to be one of our sponsors, as a matter of fact, on Bristol Live starting on Thursday. It is a Tuesday, April the 14th. Again, coming up, we'll check in with Richard Isaacs. He's going to join us here in a few minutes, the quiz show. Also, we got the Princess Ball we're going to be talking about. David Carmichael, Johnson City Parks and Rec, going to do a little I don't know, get-together for the kids, for mamas and their daughters, kind of a mama-daughter event in and around Mother's Day. He'll tell us all about that. I'll also be joined by Tom Jane, the St. Jude's Golf Tournament coming up. You can raise money for St. Jude's, which is a fantastic place. We'll tell you all about that coming up here in a little while. Also, we have your local high school baseball and softball results from yesterday. Had some great basketball, or not basketball, but baseball and softball yesterday. And we do have some college basketball news and some college football. We told you before the break, new coach, or I should say coach getting a new contract extension. Are you ready for this?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Ohio State. Yep. Contract extension through the 2020 season. His previous contract ran through the 2017 season, paid him $4.9 million a year. New terms and extension give Meyer a 6-year deal. He'll make $5.8, a $700,000 pay raise. His contract averages at least $6.5 million a year over the next 6 years. Now, say what you want. He's led Ohio State to a 38-3 record since he got there. Undefeated in Big Ten regular season play at 24-0. Of course, they beat Oregon to win the national championship of college football. So he is going to be making, on the average, starting next year, $6.5 million a year over the next 6 years. Where's my Casio calculator? Let's see. How many games they play? 6.5 divided by, they normally play 12 regular season
12,
games.
yeah.
All right, let's go 12. And he's going to be making, good grief, is that right? $541,000 a game.
That's a lot of money.
541 divided. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what he's making. Yeah, let me do this again. 6.5. How many zeros do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, divided by 12 games. This thing didn't do right. Yep, there it is. $541,000 a game.
Gosh.
Wait a minute.
That's just wait a
minute. Let's do this by quarters. Let's break her down again. 541 divided by 4. He's making $135,000 a quarter. Now, how many minutes in a quarter?
15.
15. All right. 135,000 divided by 15 minutes. What's he making per minute?
No, you're going way too. This is getting too.
$135,000 in a quarter is all I need to know. That's a lot of money, just to stand. Well, not just to stand up with the coach football team, but hey, once again we go back to they come to me and say I'm going to pay you $135,000 to do the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm there. I'm taking it. So anyway, Urban Meyer getting a contract extension. Let's see. Florida basketball news. Fired Alabama men's coach Anthony Grant returning to the Florida Gator staff. Billy Donovan announcing he's hired Grant as an assistant to replace Matt McCall, who left to go to Chattanooga, so the coaching carousel continues. Matt McCall leaving Florida to go back to Chattanooga. And Will Wade left Chattanooga to go to VCU. VCU, Shaka Smart left to go to Texas. Rick Barnes left Texas to come to Tennessee. So it all comes around in full circle. And so anyway, you've got Anthony Grant rejoining the Florida staff. Move reunites Donovan, Grant, and John Pelfrey, the trio that helped turn Florida into a Southeastern Conference powerhouse. So he's back with his original boss, and everybody's happy in Florida land. VMI has hired their former Navy assistant coach has hired former Navy assistant coach Dan Earls, its new men's basketball coach, and he replaces Duggar Baucom. Hope I'm saying it right. Baucom, the winningest coach in Cadets history. He resigned earlier to take the same job at the Citadel. So again, the coaching carousel continues. Earl has been an assistant coach with Ed DeChellis, who formerly coached at East Tennessee State, now at the Naval Academy. So Dan Earl is the new coach for the VMI Cadets in Lexington, Virginia. So the coaching carousel continues. And Anthony Grant got fired from Alabama, is going to be an assistant at Florida, and is happy as a pig in slop. And the guy he's replacing, Matt McCall's leaving Florida to be the head coach for the Chattanooga Moccasins. So it kind of, yes, you got.
I've got the participating teams in this Johnson City. It's the inaugural Johnson City Invitational as far as Science Hills goes.
Track meet.
Yep. You got Abington High School's coming down. You got Dobbins Bennett going to be involved. Science Hill, of course. You got Sullivan Central, Sullivan East, Tennessee High, University High, and Volunteer. Those are your high school participating teams. And then, of course, on the college side, you got Bryan College, Carson Newman, King College, Lincoln Memorial, Mars Hill, Milligan, Union. And then you have a Slipstream Track and Field Club. So I guess that's an independent group coming in.
The Slipstream Track. That's me right
Club.
there. That's me running my swim shoes. Slipstream Track and Field Club. Gotcha.
But there's your participating teams. And, yes, it took me a while, but I found it.
There you go. You're a bird dog. High school teams again are Abington,
Dobbins Bennett, Science Hill, Sullivan Central, Sullivan East, Tennessee High, University High, and Volunteer.
Yep, that's all going on starting tomorrow evening. So wasn't church night, I'd go watch some of that. I like track and field.
You got a lot. And there's a link. Well, this is the schedule, and it's got all the different events and what times they start. Just Google Johnson City Invitational, and it'll take you to this link. And take you to that webpage.
I tell you, back in the day when I was a track manager for the old high school track and field team.
Track manager.
There you go. I was in charge of the cleats. I was the spike man. If you ran if you were back in the day, you ran cinders. You had to have long spikes, and if you ran on artificial surface, and you had to take everybody's shoes and take the little spike wrench, take the long spikes out, put the short spikes in to run on the artificial surface.
Remember
those?
That. Yeah.
Well, on a dare.
Oh, no.
On a double dog dare, I put some atomic bomb. You know what that stuff was? That red hot stuff? Yeah, put some atomic bomb in certain parts of boys' uniforms.
Oh, man. Of course, somebody does it every year. Somebody gets hit.
Oh, yeah. So which was really stupid because I put in the shot put guys, the biggest guy on the team, which is thinking, okay, if he gets mad, he's going to kill me. And he was out there in the shot put pit or whatever, the ring, whatever you call it, and he just kind of starts moving around.
Squirming around.
Oh, he's squirming because the heat was on. and so.
Did he win?
I got beat up. I know
you
that.
got beat up.
Oh yeah. I got thumped pretty good in the back of the bus. He comes to the back of the bus, and before we pulled out, he told everybody to make a screen. Make a little wall so the bus driver couldn't see it. And there was weeping and wailing
and gnashing
of teeth. You got it. I got beat to a pulp, and deservedly so. But I will say this: even when he was pounding on me, he was hopping around. He said, it doesn't stop burning. I said, no, I don't think it's going to for a while.
Oh,
and apparently when you go in and put water,
that makes it worse.
It makes it worse. So, yeah, funny, the guy's name was Kenny Martin, and his nickname was K.O. K.O. Martin because he was big as a side of a barn.
He KO'd you, didn't he?
Oh, he KO'd me, yeah. Stupid. Everybody kept saying riding home, I'm back there, whimpering and snotting and snorting because he got me pretty good. And they said, why did you put it in the shot puts? And I said, I don't know. Why'd you get somebody, not the biggest guy on the bus? So, anyway, that's my story of track and field, being the shot.
You were a legend, weren't you?
Oh, I was a legend in my own mind, exactly. So, put the atomic bomb in the man's shorts and a rest.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if I wonder if I could find out. I don't know if he won it or not. I guess all I know was he was doing a different dance in that shot put ring because the heat was on. We'll take a break. We'll be right back again on this Tuesday. It's a wonder I'm alive now. Stupid stuff I've done. We'll take a break. We'll come right back, and we've got the quiz show with Richard Isaacs right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about your insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know to update your coverage when adult children move home?
Oh, heck no. Or that you could get coverage for identity theft through your homeowner's insurance.
And that your valuables can be covered by home insurance even when they're not at home. The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Hey, Diet Mountain Dew driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. here. On April 19th, I'll be racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Food City 500. Tickets start at just $64, so call 423-BRISTOL or visit bristoltix.com today to see me and my Diet Mountain Dew team in Bristol. It's Bristol, baby.
I'm right there with you on the rhythm. My drumsticks, I'm doing it right there, hanging with you. Thanks for being back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Make sure you like us on Facebook. You have. We picked up 2 more yesterday. Facebook.com/the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors that like and follow us, and then tell them just to listen to the show. And I had a guy yesterday I was telling how to find us, livestream.com from 1 to 3 every day. And then at nighttime we podcast it. We put it up on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, YouTube, Stitcher.com, the Stitcher phone app. So we're all over the place, and we appreciate that very much. And this our 47th day together, week number 10, and continues to grow. We appreciate that. Word's getting out about our show. Let's go to the phone. He's our buddy Richard Isaacs from Kingsport Cabinetry. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good, Tom. How are you today?
Just fine, sir. I know you've been all over the place giving quotes, and you've been on the move. Tell me what's going on today. First off, with Kingsport Cabinetry, you've been busy.
Oh yeah, we're busy today. We're from Bristol all the way to Linville, North Carolina today. We're working at Johnny Brusco's in Bristol and the Country Club at Grandfather Mountain. So I got them spread all over the place today.
So Johnny Brusco's in Bristol. What are you putting in there from Kingsport Cabinetry?
We did all the trim, woodwork, countertops, all the cabinetry, bathroom stuff, all that in there, all the sinks and everything, or not the actual sinks, but the countertops and everything for the sinks to go in.
Yeah, see, a lot of folks, we haven't talked much about this. We talked about the cabinetry, but you also do countertops. You do a lot of those. Tell us about that.
Oh, we do a lot of countertops. We do custom laminate countertops. Nowadays the laminate it looks so nice you can't hardly tell it from the granite countertop standing back and looking at it. I think you've seen some of that in my office there the other day when you were in, how nice it looks. But we do custom laminate. We do solid surface such as your Corian, your acrylics, and all that. So we've got a nice selection of countertops to choose from. Absolutely.
In fact, he's going to redo my countertop here later on in the spring. I'm pretty excited about that in the kitchen, kind of jazz it up with that laminate. It looks like granite, so you can stop by and see his shop there on Main Street in Kingsport, or you can give him a call and set up an appointment. That number is
423-247-6134.
6134. Our buddy, again, he'll be with us, by the way. He's one of our proud sponsors of the Bristol Live Show. Starts on Thursday. Again, we'll be here tomorrow. Then Thursday and Friday, we'll shut our show down and head over to the 4 radio stations, AM 870, AM 1230, 100.7 FM, 103.3 FM. Also, we'll be on the BristolMotorspeedway.com website. So you'll be able to hear all about Kingsport Cabinetry starting on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We appreciate him being with us and promoting his cabinetry and the countertops to race fans. So here we go. Time now for the quiz show. All right.
All right. Let's do 5 for 5 today, Tom.
Here we go. We got our theme show playing. And Playing for my buddy Bob Plummer at East Tennessee State University, the Bobster as we call him. He and I were on the plane crash together. In fact, we roomed together back in the ETSU plane crash when it went down in '84. So I'm going to try and go 5 for 5 for the Bobster today, Bob Plummer. And Richard, here we go. I've got my thinking cap on. I've been eating blueberries for 6 days. Let's see if my brain's stronger because I ate blueberries, and here we go.
All right, buddy. Well, speaking of Bristol, it's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol,
now,
baby. You got
number
it.
One. True or false?
Oh.
Number one, Dale Earnhardt Sr. got his first ever NASCAR victory at Bristol Speedway on April 1st, 1979. True or false?
That is true.
Absolutely correct,
There
Tom.
you go.
Great job.
All right, hit the bell, horse. There we go, 1 for 1. Number 2.
All right, number 2. All right. The only state that has never recorded a temperature of 100 degrees is Alaska. True or false?
Oh, boy, this is one of those tricksters. The only
The only
state
state that has never recorded a temperature of 100 degrees is Alaska. True or false?
Golly, Neds, this is a trap question. I guarantee it. The obvious would be true because of where it's at. So
Go with your gut, man.
I'm going to say true.
You got it, buddy.
Hey!
All right.
All right.
I didn't want you to overthink that one now.
I've never been accused of overthinking much of anything, but that's good. All right.
All right. We're 2 for 2, buddy.
Yes, sir. Number 3.
Number 3. Reno, Nevada is farther west than San Diego, California. True or false?
Reno, Nevada is farther west than San Diego, California. Okay, I'm looking at the map in my brain. Reno, Nevada is farther west than San Diego. That's false.
Oh, man, that is true, Tom.
Can't be. San Diego's on the coast.
California curves down a little bit. And Reno's on the
could be maybe
on the Nevada border.
Richard, that may be the stupidest question you've ever asked me right there. That's.
I knew it was going to be a stupid question.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
All right, go
All
ahead.
right.
Number 4.
Number
Good
4.
grief.
All right. Remember Jerry Rice, San Francisco 49ers?
Yes.
All righty. Jerry Rice caught 200 touchdown passes, the most ever. And most of those passes were thrown by Joe Montana. True or false? Steve Young threw pass number 200.
That's true.
That is false.
Okay. All righty.
Hey, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose big.
Okay. San Diego and Steve Young.
Just so you'll know, it was Rich Gannon. You remember him, don't you?
For the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Y'all
right.
got him, I guess, after he left San Francisco after he threw the 200th pass.
That was a trick question because you implied he caught it from San Francisco, but that's okay. I missed it, so that's hurtful. But go.
Oh, that is kind of tricky. Well, I've got 6 questions.
I love it. I'm loving it, buddy. I'm loving it. Keep going.
It doesn't make a difference. I missed it.
Okay.
God.
More football. Chicago Hall of Famer Walter Payton played his college ball at Grambling. True or false?
Oh, gosh. Walter Payton played at Grambling. True or false? I'll say that's true.
You are going to lose big.
Okay.
Try Jackson State.
Walter Payton, Steve Young, and San Diego. So
all stupid questions.
All very stupid questions, Richard. Not just stupid. Now we've got a new category. Very stupid.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
Okay, so what you do today, 2 for 5?
Did you have to remind me? Yes, I went 2 for 5. So
yeah.
See, now horse is over here just cackling. I'll hear about this all the rest of the show. So.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's been so good talking to you, Richard. You know, I just really appreciate you calling in. And
I'm going to get kicked off of this show, I'm afraid.
No. As long as I'm around, I'm bringing you back, baby.
Okay, all right.
All right. I was going to say you're on the edge, but that's all right. No, you're back next week because we enjoy. We have a lot of fun. Again, one more time, the Kingsport Cabinetry, 247-6134. Now, you're helping, obviously, businesses, but you can help residential folks too, right?
Oh yeah, that's just where we're working today. Yeah, we do residential. We got a new construction on order right now, and we do a lot of remodel. And like you said, maybe in the here in the spring or late summer or something, you're going to do your count. We come in and just change your countertops out for you and give your kitchen a whole new look without, having to sell the farm or anything like that. So it's a very nice thing to do. You can change your countertops out. That's usually a 1 to 2 day job, and you don't have a big mess. So we do a lot of that too. So anybody needs something like that, just keep us in mind.
Yep, 247-6134. I think a lot of folks probably, instead of buying or selling, I should say, and buying a new place, a lot of folks are hanging around and fixing up what they've got and reinvesting in their existing home. Do you find that to be the case?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the case. 15 years ago, it was total opposite. Everybody was building new houses. Today, it's remodel. People are holding on to what they've got. They feel secure there, and they just want to fix up what they've already got and enjoy that.
Well, I just got a text from Gator says, "How do you miss a question about the Raiders?" There you go with Jerry Rice. See, Richard, I just get pummeled every week when I get done with you. I just get set up. I get hammered all week.
I know it. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I always pull for you, though.
Yeah.
I always tell you, I hope you go 5 for 5 today, Tom.
Yeah, knowing full well I'm not, so I appreciate that very much. So, hey, have a great have a great day. I'll talk to you next Tuesday, and we're looking forward to promoting you all weekend long on Bristol Live, all right?
Hey, that sounds great. I hope you have a great week, Tom. See
Yes,
you later,
sir.
buddy.
All right, appreciate him very much. What a great friend. I like him a lot. I give him a hard time, but I guess these folks know I'm just giving them. They don't take me serious. Gator.
How do you miss a question about the Raiders?
Okay, well, see, it was a trick question because he said the last touchdown pass was thrown, and I knew his last touchdowns were the Raiders. But the question was, did Steve Young or Joe Montana? He said, the question is, Steve Young, did he throw the last pass to Jerry Rice? And I'm thinking, well, no, he retired playing with the Raiders. But I went with it as a sucker bet. That was a sucker question.
Actually, he hit it right on the – I mean, you fell for it because it wasn't a trick question. He said he played for San Francisco. He caught 200 passes. Joe Montana threw the most passes, touchdown passes to him. And then he just came back and said, did Steve Young throw the 200th pass? You just totally forgot that he went to the Raiders.
Let me just set the rules here for you right now, okay? Here we go. If I miss them, they're stupid. If I miss them, I'm tricked. So there you go. It's a double-edged sword.
I loved it.
Yeah, stupid questions, and I got tricked.
I knew it. I wasn't going to say a word. I said, he played for the Raiders. I said, no, he's going to – that's wrong.
And this is my team. And I still didn't get it right, so it's even more embarrassing. So, but hey, tomorrow's a new day. I'll go 5 for 5 tomorrow.
No, Elvis is going to take you down again.
Right there tomorrow, the
Elvis,
Apester.
You're going down.
She's our putt-putt coach, the Apester. So you think she'll be our putt-putt coach in August?
Yeah, I bet she will.
Yeah, she'll come out. We need to get her what is one of the most famous managers in boxing? Did they one of them used to have
the hair?
I don't want her to have her hair like that. No, she has pretty hair. I'm talking. Somebody has a top hat, maybe a cane. Somebody come in.
Now she's got to wear the Hump Day hat.
Hump Day hat.
Yeah,
as our coach.
We're going to be the Honolulu Hoedown boys.
Yeah,
we got to have a camel coaching us.
Yeah. Me and you and Gator and Tommy.
You got it.
Yeah, fearsome foursome playing putt-putt in August. Coming up in the next hour, we'll check in with Tom James from St. Jude's. First, before the putt-putt in August, I got a golf tournament coming up right around the corner. How you can get out there and play golf and support, again, the great cause, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, and a fantastic place. And they do wonderful, wonderful things for young people. And we'll talk about that and how you can get involved and contribute to the cause and play golf. And also we'll check in coming up next with David Carmichael. And we'll check in with him, of course, from the Johnson City Park and Rec. Before we go to the break, I got another one. Did somebody else bring one in? Yeah. I'm going to be the coach. I'm good at telling people what to do. There you go. That's the Apester. All right. Let's see. Baseball from yesterday. Man, what a barn burner. Dobbins went it again, splits the regular season. They beat Science Hill 4-1 in Kingsport last night. It was Volunteer over Sullivan Central 2-1 in baseball. In the Battle of Bristol, Virginia High beat Tennessee High 8-6. Crockett shuts out Boone in a dandy. Isaac Barkley had a heck of a game for Crockett for the Pioneers, winning 1-0. Johnson County beat Sullivan East 3-2. Elizabethton in baseball over Happy Valley 13-2. South Green defeats University High 3-1. And North Green beat Unaka in baseball 6-2. In Virginia, Thomas Walker over Washburn 3-2. Eastside beat Lehigh 11-1. You have to show me a picture. I'm not buying Reno as farther west than San Diego. You have to show me a picture. I think that I'm gonna debate you on that. Do you show me? Because I was the geography king in high school. Man, I smoked them. I was the only kid in third grade could spell Philadelphia and got Reese cups and got off the bad line. J.I. Burton beat Jenkins 11-1. I spent a lot of time on the bad line. That's a surprise. Softball yesterday, Sullivan East beat North 12-2 in 6 innings. Sullivan Central beat Tennessee High 5-3. Crockett's ladies shut out Dobbins Bennett 7-0. Happy Valley beat Elizabeth in 10-1. Unaka over North Green 5-1 in girls softball play. Again, J.I. Burton beat Castlewood in Virginia 12-1 in girls softball action around the region. Now, today we've got soccer. What's going on in soccer? We've got Elizabethton at Sullivan South, Crockett at Sullivan Central, Volunteer at Daniel Boone, and Tennessee High play soccer in Johnson City against Science Hill. We'll run down the baseball schedule and softball schedule for you coming up a little bit later in the show before we get out of here. Take a break. We'll come right back. Hour number 1 of the books. I need to see a picture. The question was, Reno, Nevada is farther west than San Diego, California. There's no way.
Yeah, it is. I just looked at it.
It's farther west.
Yeah, it's a little west. Yeah.
So you like this too
I
much.
do.
Yeah, you're grinning. And
I'm going to print it for you.
all right. Are you getting ready to print it? That's why I keep
print
looking
it over
at the printer.
there, yeah.
Take a quick break. David Carmichael joining us next. Again, we got our coach set for the putt-putt coming up in the fall in August. That would be the Apester, Coach Apester. I like that. If your little hat says Coach Apester.
Yeah.
She'll be out there with us for the putt-putt. Can't wait. They raised $30,000 that night for the St. Jude's, which is fantastic. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hour number 2 about to come your way here on this Tuesday on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about your insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that home insurance can keep your stuff covered even when it's not at home? Or that collisions with wildlife on the road may not be covered? And what if you didn't know you could be liable for any accidents on your property? The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
It's not just a race, it's the place. A place to set up a tent, park the RV, and start emptying the cooler. A place to fire up the grill in the Tennessee hills and take in the best short track racing in NASCAR. The place is the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Hope you'll join us on April 19th for the Food City 500. Call 423-BRISTOL or visit bristoltix.com. It's not just a place.
It's Bristol, baby!
This is not fair. This is not right. Back for hour number 2 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reno, Nevada is farther west than San Diego, California. This is not right. That was a trick question. That's just unfair. You got your crybaby thing over there playing for me. Would you play it?
You want your crybaby
Go
thing?
ahead. This is unfair. This is totally wrong. Go ahead.
This is a Sasquatch, baby Sasquatch.
Yeah. Stupid question. Anyway, I'm looking at the map. The question was, is Reno, Nevada farther west than San Diego? I thought there's no way. I should have known it was a trap question. And he printed off a map to add insult to injury. And it very much is farther west than San Diego. So you want to save these? You want me to throw it away?
No, you can throw them away.
There you go. I don't want to, I've been humiliated enough. That's good. Not a problem. So anyway, hour number one of the books. Ready for hour number two. We were trying to make contact with our buddy David Carmichael. And we'll try him here in just, in fact, you want to go on the air? Let's do it right now. Can we do this? I like doing this on the air. It's fun.
Go ahead.
2, 3, hey, there you go. Hello. We're not here right now.
Number's been disconnected.
No, I can't be
Athletics.
He is there. There's David Carmichael live on the air with us. I apparently called the wrong number. That's a surprise. So, anyway, good afternoon, Mr. Carmichael. How are you, sir?
I am doing wonderful, Mr. Taylor, getting through some rain and clearing out of here and getting this little youth soccer in this evening.
A little youth soccer, and then you're getting ready to head off. You're getting ready to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Predators and the Blackhawks. Is that tomorrow night? Is that right?
That's tomorrow night down at the arena at 8:30 for the first game one of the best of 7 series.
You ever been to a hockey game or hockey match? I guess it's a match.
I have, Tom, just in Predator games alone, I've probably, since 2001, I've probably done 70 to 80 games down at Bridgestone. And for a while it was my home. It literally, before I got married, Bridgestone Arena was my home away from home.
Wow. So now, I've never been to one down there. Is it a pretty cool thing? They say it's a really neat event.
It is the best, and I've been to all the professional sporting leagues live, and really I think it's the best by far. I mean, the only other thing really that comes close is seeing a night race at Bristol. That's probably the only other thing to me as far as a live sporting event that comes close to an NHL game.
There you go. Well, that's a compliment to Bristol Motor Speedway and certainly to the Predators. They both get compliments when you talk it that way. So now they throw stuff up in the stands. When I say throw things, they've got giveaways or throwing stuff up in the stands.
And great music. I mean, I've seen just for shows between periods, I've seen Vince Gill, Martina McBride, Carrie Underwood. I mean, you name it. They have Dirk Bentley. If Vince has not got a show tomorrow night, I expect to see him. I've seen him many times at the arena, and he's performed many times at the arena between periods.
Well, now, how long do you have between periods? I mean, they do a whole concert, or just a couple of songs?
About 4. You usually get about 3 songs in.
Huh.
Get about
I didn't know
3
that.
songs. He gets up there, and he's been a Predator fan, and he's actually now on the Predators board of directors, and has been a Predator since day one. And there's a lot of, I've seen even like local guys like Webb Wilder, who comes to this area and plays around here a lot. He's played between periods at the show at the arena, and it's just a great atmosphere for anybody. It's a family place. I mean, yeah, you're going anywhere you have a professional sports, you're going to have alcohol in the arena or in the stadium. But as far as a family type atmosphere, the Predators have just done an excellent job over the years. Like I said, I've been going down to Bridgestone since 2001 for at least once a year, every year since then. And I've been to at least one game in each Predator playoff series except for 3 years ago when they played Phoenix, or Arizona now. They're the Arizona Coyotes. So was actually there for home playoff game 1 against Detroit in 2004, the same day Phil Mickelson won the Masters. I mean, I've been hooked. I mean, I've been a hockey fan 30, 40 years, but I've been a Predator fan since the franchise came to Nashville.
All right, here's you got a homework assignment for me. If you can do this, and I'll reimburse you. I collect refrigerator magnets. Can you find me a Predators refrigerator magnet put up on my wall over here? Can you do that?
If they have one down there, I'll look in the gift shop. If I can find one, I will bring you one.
Oh yeah.
Well,
my car has got a Predators license tag. I've got a couple of Predator jerseys, sweatshirts, cups, you name it. I even have my daughter a little pink Predators jersey. I'm going to look for her something tomorrow night that she can wear, because she goes to school. I bring her all these things from sporting events that I go to, and the kids at school, it's just like, you're wearing all this cool stuff that Mr. David brings you. So
there you go. My daddy loves me. Now, Yeah, well, what about a Predators pennant? Would they have one of those? We put it up here on the back wall here, the webcam. You reckon they got?
I will try to see what I can come up for you.
Yeah, he's going to lose money going down there getting us a pennant and a magnet. So anyway, now let's go back to this segment for just a second. I'm a little intrigued. So I've never been to one. So you get like 3 or 4 songs. So do they bring their whole band out there? They do an acoustic.
Usually, like when Vince does it, he'll play guitar and maybe a couple of people from his band. They have a little stage, and the cool thing about it's the only. When Atlanta had a franchise, I've been there. I've been to Air Canada Center in Toronto to the Maple Leafs game. I've been in Columbus and Phoenix. The Predators are the only ones that have that kind of between period entertainment, and because they're in Nashville, and you've got so many different music genres that's it's not just everybody thinks Nashville's country music. Well, it's every kind of music imaginable down there. I mean some of the best rock and roll albums ever. I mean a lot of Bob Dylan stuff from the late 60s, early 70s was recorded in Nashville with a lot of people like Charlie Daniels and Charlie McCoy playing backup on some of his albums. And you got rockers that live in Nashville. You've got rap artists that live in Nashville. You've got contemporary Christian big in that area. I mean, it's just, and I've seen just about every kind of performer play that between period music gig.
Tell me you've seen. We'll move on here. Tell me you've seen Faith Hill sing down there during a break. She ever done it?
No, but I've not seen her. Now, Tim McGraw does when the Predators score a goal. Tim McGraw, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And he's got his Predator jersey on. That kicks on, but every time the Predators score a goal, that is the goal-scoring song in Nashville.
And we don't care about Tim. We're more interested in Faith or Martina McBride.
But now we have, we got Carrie Underwood. Carrie's married to Mike Fisher, who plays for the Predators.
She's got a voice, too.
The last playoff series I was at against Anaheim, both Carrie Underwood and Vince Gill sang together between periods of a game. So, I mean, that's just – you've got that kind. Sometimes things that you're not going to see anywhere else, something like that, or Vince Gill and Dierks Bentley have performed together between periods.
Now, Horace would be interested. Do they have any kind of specialty things at the concession stand, like a Predator burger, or what? Do they have any kind of really neat
No. That's the one thing. Now, I've not been, like I said, in 2 years, but before the last time I was there, it's very generic. I mean, it's just. The cool thing is just being able to collect.
I ain't going
there.
Cup. You got no food. I ain't going.
I mean, they have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, things like that. But I'm mainly Joe, and I'm a Diet Coke man. But they sell Pepsi in the building. But I buy just plenty of because I collect souvenir cups from arenas and stadiums all across the country.
Love this guy. We're talking to David Carmichael again from the Johnson City Parks and Rec, which is not why we called him, but the Predators. Now, you got 20 seconds to analyze the series. Then we're going to move on to business at hand. Can the Predators beat the Blackhawks?
They can. If they've got to jump out and get the advantage while they've got the home ice. They've got to get that 2-0 lead as quickly as they can. Chicago's coming back. Patrick Kane is coming back from a broken collarbone. This will be tomorrow night. Will be his first game back. And Chicago, even though the Predators are the higher seed, Chicago has been the favorite. But if Nashville can find the switch that had the best record in the league for the majority of the year, they can win this series and move on to the next round.
All right, there you go. And his marching orders, if he can find us a refrigerator magnet and a pennant.
Yeah, we'll bring that back.
Tell me about the. Let's start with the Princess Ball, May 16th, being put on with the Johnson City Parks and Rec. Tell me about it.
This is something that we have done. We do a Daily Dollar dance at Valentine's Day, which is a huge hit. I've taken my dollar both years, and it's wonderful. But we wanted to do something for the mothers and the dollars. So we do this. The little girls come in. They go from station to station. They learn. They do makeup. They do hair. Vendors come in to do things just to make the dollars and the mothers feel special for that day. And then they get to see the movie Snow White.
Cool.
It's just a wonderful day for mothers and daughters to be together.
So it's on May 16th, which is a Saturday. I think it's Mother's Day weekend. So is there a cost involved? How do we get signed up?
It'll be from 1 to 3 o'clock over at the Memorial Park Community Center. It's $5 a child and $2 for an adult. Wow. Now, if if the little girls are 3 and under, it's free for those little girls. But if not, it's $5 for the child, $2 for the adult. And for more information about the Princess Ball, you can call 434-5749.
434-5749. All right.
And we'll talk about it again when we get closer to the event. We'll talk a little bit more about it and remind everybody about it. The 2 years I've been to the daddy-daughter dance at Valentine's, first year we did it over there, we had about 350, and then this year we were over 400 daddies and daughters, over 400 pairs over there for the event.
For $7, you can't beat it if you're going to take a daughter and her mama to this, or grandmother. Again, May 16th, 434-5749. It's the Princess Ball, and it's going to be going on again in Johnson City. We'll talk more about that between now and May 16th, which is a little over a month away, as a matter of fact, a month away from Thursday. It'll be here before you know it, but we'll talk more about it between now and then. Travel Softball League under the umbrella of the Johnson City Parks and Rec. Tell me about that.
Yes, we're going to do a travel softball league this year. This is the first time we've ever started for the girls. The ages are, and these are teams. You come in as a team. Like we've got a girls softball tournament here at Wing Deer Park just this Saturday only. Here at the park, we've got 27 teams here in Johnson City, another 30 that's playing out at Ridgeview in Kingsport. 57 softball teams playing in a one-day tournament this weekend. Well, so the interest and they can't stay anywhere overnight because of the race. This is the first time we've had a tournament on the weekend. So girls softball is huge now, especially with travel teams. And a lot of those teams want a place to practice. Well, we're going to offer the next best thing. Instead of just a practice, we're going to get you in and play a league and have games and play like one night a week, double headers. But the age divisions are 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, 14 and under, 16 and under, and 18 and under. And the entry deadline for the league will be on May 4th. That'll be the entry deadline. It'll be May 4th, and the league will start May 11th. And it's $200 for the team to enter.
Cool.
So if there's any girls softball teams that are listening out in the area, we will do a travel league this year in Johnson City for those travel teams.
All right, and there's a website as always to go to, and that website is?
www.myjcparks.com.
There you go. Now, before I let you go, let's run down these real quick, make sure I got these. Ottawa, they're the Senators. Montreal, the Canadiens, right?
Montreal, the Canadiens. Montreal, the best team in the East. Ottawa playing with a lot of emotion. They lost to assistant coach of theirs, died this morning after a long battle with cancer. Ottawa surged into the playoffs at the last minute, so I like the momentum with Ottawa, and that could be the upset, the big upset of the first round.
All right, I'm going on nicknames. Make sure I got these. I know the Islanders. Washington are the Capitals, is that right?
The Capitals, yes.
All right, Calgary, they're the Flames, and the Vancouver Canucks, is that right?
Vancouver Canucks.
What is that Canuck, Carmichael? I have no clue what a Canuck is.
It is something only special to Canada, and only special could be to Vancouver.
Is it an animal? I don't know what a Canuck is.
To be honest, it looks like an animal on their jersey. It looks like an animal. It looks like something almost like a dead duck.
Dead duck. I love it.
And Vancouver is. I mean, we as Nashville fans, we have no love at all for Vancouver. So,
yeah. You know, you got to be a good guy when you can wear a dead duck on your shirt called a Canuck. So I'm going to look it up and see what it is. Now, you have 30 seconds. Your Reds bullpen is atrocious. They lost again last night. We got problems in Cincinnati. How do you fix it?
I mean, I don't know. I watched Saturday's game, and I'm like looking at Brian Price. I'm thinking, is this the second reincarnation of Dusty Baker? I don't know. I mean, their pitching is just terrible, and I don't know if there's any help on the farm to straighten it out.
Yeah,
they're just going to have to outscore teams all year long.
That's what I told everybody in off-season. Marlon Bird's the only thing we went and got, and he ain't the answer, and I'm being proven right. So, anyway, Carmichael, have a great trip to Nashville. Get you a collector's cup. If you can find a pennant or a refrigerator magnet, pluck them, and I'll reimburse you, and we can put the Predators right up here. And then, I don't know, what's the chances you'd find any baseball – there wouldn't be baseball pennants there in Bridgestone, get a Blue Jay pennant.
Not in Bridgestone, and you know Barry Zito is pitching in Nashville this year. He's with Oakland. The Oakland is this year the AAA team, the Sounds, are with Oakland. They have been with Milwaukee for years, but they're with Oakland this year, and Zito is pitching with Nashville this year.
Interesting. All right. Carmichael, great report, my friend. You're a plethora of information. Have a safe trip to Nashville, and we'll talk to you next week, all right?
Thanks, Tom.
All right, great job. You can mention anything. I can say Tater Tots. He's got a story. He's a good guy. Does a great job. So it looks like we're going to get a pennant and maybe a refrigerator magnet for the old studio here, which will be good. And so hockey tonight, Ottawa skates at Montreal, the Islanders at Washington, Chicago in Nashville against the Predators. Wyman sent me a text that they can't beat them, so now he's stirred up. Chicago and Nashville and the Vancouver Canucks. Why don't you look it up and see what a Canuck is?
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, Vancouver Canuck and the Calgary Flames. By the way, hello to David Rotenberry. Got a very nice text from David. Thank you, my friend. Listens every day in Kingsport. Appreciate that very much. Also, hello to, Barry Bricky. Want to reach out and say hello to him. Roy Settle. Want to say hello to Roy. Also, Terry Diamond in Kingsport. And also, Tommy Alderman in Kingsport. And also in Johnson City, our buddy who we didn't do well for, Bob Plummer. And also Andrew Darlington. So,
all right.
Yep, got it.
Canuck is a slang term for Canadian.
So okay.
So they're Canucks. They're Canadians. It's just a slang. It's a slang term for a Canadian person.
Right.
It's just Canuck.
So does the animal look like a duck?
There's no animal. There's you could be anything.
So, in other words, if you're in West Virginia, you could instead of calling them Mountaineers, call them Hicks. Right? Canuck's kind of a slang for a Canadian.
Yeah. Here's a magazine. It looks like a comic cover. Captain Canuck.
That may be Carmichael's.
You got a lumberjack carrying a hockey stick.
A lumberjack carrying a hockey stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it could be anything. I mean, it's just.
It is what it is.
It's a slang term for a Canadian.
There you go. A Canuck.
A Canuck.
So they're tonight. They are hosting the Calgary Flames. Tonight, the opening round of the National Hockey League Stanley Cup playoffs, and that'll be going on. And again, tomorrow night. It'll be the opening night for all four of those. And Nashville tomorrow night hosting the Chicago Blackhawks with our buddy Tommy Wyman. So there you go. Man, that guy's hilarious.
You Canuck.
Yeah. Captain Canuck. That's your new nickname.
My nickname.
If the rain doesn't get them today, here's what's playing in baseball. You have Volunteer at Tennessee High, Dobbins Minute at Sullivan Central. Let's see, Sullivan North at Johnson County today. Crockett and Science Hill, big ball game at Cardinal Park. I might take that one in. That could be a good one. Crockett at Science Hill. That's two front runners.
Who won the DB Science Hill game the other day?
DB won 4-1. So they split in the regular season. It was yesterday. Sullivan South at Happy Valley, and Unicoi County at Sullivan East. They played that one at J. Fred. Also in Virginia today, high school baseball, you have Y Central at Gate City, Thomas Walker at Clintwood, Thomas Walker at Eastside. Twin Springs at Clintwood, Thomas Walker at Eastside, John Battle at Lehigh, J.I. Burton will be at Castlewood, and Union hosting Lebanon. By the way, I got a confirmation the Apester will be our putt-putt coach. That is a good thing, yeah. Good job, Apester. All right. Let's see, softball today. Of course, weather permitting. Sullivan Central at Tennessee High, Crockett at Daniel Boone, Elizabethton at Sullivan East. In Virginia, softball, Gate City's Lady Blue Devils at Y Central, Twin Springs at Clintwood, Thomas Walker at Eastside, Lehigh at John Battle, and Lebanon at Union. All that going on again today. Softball happening in our region. So, and I do want to, again, give credit to a couple of youngsters yesterday had big ball games in the softball and baseball arena. One of those would be Isaac Barkley from Crockett High School. Again, he helped defeat Daniel Boone 1-0 in a dandy ball game, a cross-county rivalry between Crockett and Daniel Boone. Barkley scattered 9 hits and struck out 2, walked 2 more. Also closed innings out of the Trailblazers 1 for 8 with 2 outs. Yeah, closed innings out as the Trailblazers were 1 for 8 with 2 outs. So when he had to get a big out at the end of the inning, he did it. Daniel Boone left 11 runners on base. Again, Crockett beat him again 1-0 in that ball game. That happened again. Let's see, where was it at? It was in Jonesboro, Crockett High School. Also in softball, Kaylee Johnson was dominant. Happy Valley's bats are ringing loud and clear. Again, a one-hitter. Kaylee Johnson, a one-hitter. Lady Warriors a 10-1 win over Elizabethton. Happy Valley now 8-1, 18-9 overall. She walked 3, struck out 10, did not allow a hit until the 6th inning. She had a no-hitter going in softball. Abby McKinney of Elizabethton broke up her no-hitter. And again, Elizabethton falls to 4-2 and 10-7 overall in girls softball play. So this is all courtesy of the Johnson City Press. Also, you have a couple of more folks I want to tell you about. Logan Metcalf went 2 for 3 with a double. Nick Sewell gave up only one earned run, and it was South Green defeating University High 3-1. Also, Crockett's ladies shut out Dobbins Bennett. Lily Ayers had 4 hits and 2 RBIs. Maddie Tarleton finished with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. As Crockett stays on top of the Big 7 Conference in softball. And again, today they play, let's see, softball. Did I say they play Crockett, or rather Daniel Boone today? Let's see. I think I do. Yep. Crockett plays at Daniel Boone on a 4:30 first pitch in girls softball. Of course, all that is weather permitting. So pretty neat stuff. Pretty neat stuff. So Carmichael says he ain't happy with the bullpen either.
No.
Tomorrow we'll talk to Greg Salyer. We'll get his.
He ain't going to be happy with the bullpen.
No. The Reds report they're not. They got problems, and I don't know. And I told you, I don't want to be one of I told you so because I'm a big Reds fan, but they did nothing in the offseason to bolster an already shaky bullpen. You know, you can't depend on Aroldis Chapman every ball game. You just can't. They got Sam LeCure. He's not doing well. J.J. Hoover, I can do better than him, and I can't even throw. Jimbo Diaz last night served up a tater to the Cubbies. Cubbies an improved baseball team. They're better. They are better. Lester and the guys, they normally – the way things happened last night, the Cubs are down. You just beat them like a drum. But they've got a new look about them. They fought back, and what was it? Reds were up twice with, a 2-run lead in the game?
They had a 3-run lead twice yesterday.
So the old Cubbies would have folded and said, but to their credit, they found a way to win and beat the Reds. So they'll play it again tonight. Game 2 of the series, 8:05 first pitch tonight and tomorrow night. Then the Reds have a day off before they go and get swept by the Cardinals in St. Louis on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'll enjoy a nice – big meal.
It's hard to beat a team. No, you won't enjoy a meal. It's double or nothing. You owe me a meal. You will owe me 2 meals or nothing.
Oh, I don't get anything.
No.
So I don't get
what do you think they call it, double or nothing?
West Virginia, we have our own rules. So double or nothing. I lost last week, so if I lose this week, I got to buy you 2 meals.
2 lunches.
If the Reds do, in fact, get swept, I'm going to buy you 1 lunch.
You don't have to buy me
I'm out either way.
You don't have to buy me anything.
I'm out either way. Oh, okay. I'm good. But now you got to take me to Braden's Barbecue because I won the March Madness.
We got to go out there.
Yeah, we got to do that with Jim Clymer. We'll get him loaded up and take.
We'll have to do that after the race next week. Maybe
This week is
it's bad.
This week is wall to wall, baby. It's been and it's going to be good because we'll be here tomorrow for the show. Then we shift gears. You'll be with me on Thursday up there for a little while. That'd be good. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll be up there as well. 39 hours of broadcasting at Bristol Live, Bristol Motor Speedway, brought to you by Food City and by CenturyLink. And we're very excited about those folks. And so we'll be there starting Thursday. You're going up with me on Thursday, right?
I can be there Thursday.
Yeah, for a little while and hang and get ready for the action. Friday, Bush Beans Pole Day. Saturday will be the Drive to Stop Diabetes 300 and the Pit Light 125. And then Sunday, the Food City 500.
I need to get me a Tony Stewart cap or at least a Stewart Haas cap.
Really?
Yeah.
You would wear that up there in the press box in the suite?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
You would wear a Tony Stewart hat up there on the grounds, as bad as he's having a year.
I would wear
with pride.
Just like you back the Raiders.
There you go. You back Smoke.
I back Stewart Haas.
Okay. I'm going to take care of you then. You really would. You'll probably wear his hat.
Oh, yeah.
Bass Pro Shop hat or anything he's got on. Tony Stewart.
You got
Smoke.
It.
All right. We'll take care of him on that. Speaking of the racing coming up on Saturday, one more time, as we told you at the top of the show, the entry list has been set. These are the Cup drivers going to be in Saturday's race. Regan Smith, Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin. Keep an eye on him. He can drive Bristol. He won the spring race on the Cup Series a couple of years ago, and also the hottest driver in NASCAR. This ought to put some fannies in the seats. Kevin Harvick will be in the Hunt Brothers Pizza Chevrolet coming up on Saturday for the Drive to Stop Diabetes 300. And so those are the Cup drivers along with the regulars that are, again, right now, Chase Elliott, the up-and-comer. This guy is big time.
Yeah, he is.
You wait and see. He's going to be big time. Chase Elliott. Trying to see if Eric Jones, the guy who won the Texas race, he should be in the field. Let's see. Let me scan here real quick before we go to the break. And I don't see him in there. But Eric Jones, I do. There he is, a GameStop Toyota. So Jones, who won the race in Texas, will be in the field, and he's only 18 years old. So you got to feel like he's going to come in a little dose of momentum, a little adrenaline.
What about Danica's boyfriend, Ricky Stenhouse? He in there?
He's going to be – he's not doing the Xfinity Series this year.
He's not? Okay.
No, he's going to be hanging out with her
watching TV. He's got too much on his mind.
Yeah, because she wants to get married.
Yeah.
She said – Wasn't that yesterday the story you had that if he
Well,
proposes,
Fox News, they interviewed her. Dale Waltrip did, yeah. She said, he flat out asked her. He says, if he asked you to marry him, would you say yes? And she says, of course I would.
Heat's on, Ricky.
Right there, baby.
Pressure, baby, right there. Cutting right to
turned
the chase.
up the heat.
There you go. Cutting right to the nubbins, as they say. Hey, one of our great sponsors, the good folks, Larry Kaiser, Nationwide Insurance. May we tell you about the thought for the day. I love giving you these quotes, and this one is this is a good one too. This is a John Wooden quote. I'd rather have a lot of talent and little experience than have a lot of experience and little talent. I've also heard enthusiasm. I'd rather have a lot of talent and a little experience than a lot of experience and a little talent. So I think that's pretty cool. I'd rather have a lot of talent and a little experience, because we can make you who you need to be, than have a lot of experience
I have to ponder
and a
that
little
one.
talent. You like that?
I have to ponder that one.
You like it?
Because if you have a lot of experience and just a few talents, you're going to excel in what you do. If you have a lot of talent and no experience, you may have more talent, but will you excel in it? I don't know. I have to ponder that one.
Now, let me go and do a disclaimer. Today's his anniversary. He's 31 years, and he's way off the radar screen anyway, so he's going to cipher on this. No, he's not. It's going to go right, and we got about 30 minutes left. He's heading over to get cleaned up because it's anniversary night, taking Mama out to dinner, and that's good stuff. For 31 years, that's awesome. I wonder what the odds are in America right now that the percentage of people that have been married 30 years or more. What do you think the percentage is?
It's going down every year.
Oh, I know, but I'm just wondering. 30 years or more in this country, the percentage, I'm going to say
10%.
No, I'd say it's bigger. I would say 30% because of the baby.
I don't know, 50% divorce rate. I mean,
the baby boomers that got married the ones got married. They're in the
baby
60s
boomers
and 70s.
were the reason for the 50% divorce rate. What are you talking about?
Okay, never mind. I've tried to be syrupy and sappy. Never mind. Okay, so
now in the South, that say percentage is higher.
Yeah.
But you get out of the South, I'd say that percentage drops big time.
Think so?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I wonder if we can find that stat. The number.
I have no idea. I wouldn't know where to look.
Percentage of people married 30 years or longer in this country. It's not much. And that's a sad stat. But again, and I'm saying this with 100% sincerity. It's awesome that he is married with Mrs. V for 31 years. That is very, very cool. So, he's over pounding the keys. So we're looking. We're ciphering. Anyway, the thought for the day apparently was not one that Horace likes. I'd rather have a lot of talent. Explain it to me one more time. We said you got to ponder. I'd rather have a lot of talent and a little experience, and a lot of experience and a little talent.
Well, if you have a lot of talent and little experience, will you excel at any of those talents? If you have a lot of experience and fewer talents, you're going to excel in those particular talents.
Unless you're a loser and a nerd and experience.
That's why I'm pondering it.
If you get a lot of experience, but you're a loser and can't. I mean, I have a lot of experience doing the quiz show, but my stats are going down each passing day, although tomorrow it'll change. My fortunes will change tomorrow. We'll go 5 for 5. So, anyway, that's the thought for the day with Larry Kaiser, Nationwide Insurance at 282-1389. And we appreciate him very much. And, again, the Big Easy, we call him. Again, he sells insurance and writes insurance all over the region. And, in fact, we were having lunch the other day, and he had to get going because he had to go write take pictures of some new homeowners insurance. So, if you get ready to look for some insurance, give him a call. Let him quote you. 282-1389 is the number to call. 282 Gator says, so that's what I was going to say. Don't question John Wooden. Gator's giving you a direct order. Do not question John Wooden. So that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, because it came from John Wooden's quotes, and the guy won 10 college championships in a row. But anyway, Horace is a little bit indecisive there whether he's going to buy into that one. But one more time, I'd rather have a lot of talent and a little experience than a lot of experience and a little talent. So here's a guy that's got both, our buddy Gator from Cherokee Barbershop. Do want to say hello to the Gator man. He put on, he doesn't want to take.
He's coming back.
Marriage is the first step in divorce. Mrs. V is a special woman. That's great. Hit the bell.
Oh, that's good.
Good job, Gator. Let me brag on the boy for a minute. He put on a great show on Saturday. Show being exactly what it was. Got to showcase these kids, these student athletes from 8 different schools around the region. They gave away, $2,500, 2 1,000s, and a $500 scholarship. Let's see. Benfield from Cloudland, Holt from Dobbins Minute, and Garland from Happy Valley. Let's see if I can remember the first names. It was Josh Holt from Dobbins Minute, It was Philip Garland from Happy Valley, and I want to say Josh Benfield. I don't think that's right. Josh or Dakota Benfield from Cloudland. Can't remember his first name. Maybe Gator can send it to me. But anyway, they passed out the National Football Federation. They passed out monies. Carl Torbush was there. Scott Carter, who was an amazing guest speaker. He did a heck of a job as the Associate Athletic Director at ETSU. You'll see him be AD one of these days. If he's not at ETSU, he'll be somewhere, because that guy was good. And he sprinkled the Lord all the way through his talk on Saturday. It was held at the Holiday Inn in Johnson City. So, again, the Gator man put all this together along with his staff, and they did a wonderful job. Now, during the week, he cuts hair. He's open today 8:30 to 5, Saturday from 8:30 to 1. Looked up Sunday, scared the whiz out of me. Looked up Gator. I was talking to my buddy Cody on the back row of the church, and looked up, and there said Gator. I said, hey. He said, hey. So he came by the church house and worshiped with us, which I appreciate. Again, old-fashioned haircut. Take off your – well, I can see from here. It's time. Time for an earlobe. You going to do it tonight for your anniversary dinner or not?
No. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I might go by there before. I mean, go
she ain't gonna care. 31 years, she ain't gonna care.
No, but I want to look good.
Well, chaff. What's chaff mean? I don't know. You said chaff. Anyway, let's see. $11 for a haircut. Get it for free. Cost you a cup of coffee. Coffee. I didn't say that right. Haircut's free. It will cost you $11. You get a cup of coffee and you get to keep the cup, right?
Get to keep the cup.
There you go. Straight razor
it's
shave.
Not a fancy cup.
No. Oh, it's not?
But you get to keep it.
Get to keep the cup. All right. Hot towels. He put some on your face.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a back
He's wearing it out,
He's burning me up over here. Okay. Gators send me messages left and right. So let's see what we got here real quick. Chad. Thank you. Chad Benfield.
Yeah.
The typo there.
Yeah.
Chad Benfield from Cloudland. So Chad Benfield, Josh Holt from Dobbins Minute, and Philip Garland from Happy Valley got the scholarship dollars thanks to the National Football Federation and National Football Foundation, and they did a great job. They really did. And the Gator headed that thing up. All right, anyway, the haircuts are free. How's it go? Cost you?
Haircuts are free if you buy an $11 cup of coffee.
Yeah, there you go. And he's open South Run Street right now from Tipton Haynes Working Farm in Johnson City. Barbershop polls out. He's in. He's in today, 8:30 to 5, Tuesday through Friday. Saturday, 8:30 to 1. Cuts your hair, trims my beard when I get down there. He cut my hair back when it was long, and had someone ask me the other day at the church, "You gonna grow it back again?" I said,
"When your hair was long."
Yeah. He said,
"It's not short, big guy."
He said, "You gonna grow it back again?" I said, "Believe I'm gonna bring her back. Gonna bring her back down my back again." So I just like it. It's like my hair long. Is that bad?
You hippie.
Is that bad?
You're hippie.
Apester says she likes my hair long.
Well, I didn't say that bad. A lot of people like your hair long. I'm just saying you're a hippie.
Yeah, but when I do get a cut, I go where?
Go Cherokee.
Cherokee Barbershop. My man Gator. He is a dear, dear friend, good guy, and he likes to come to our church and worship. That's a good thing. Quick break. By the way, he's open, did I say, 8:30 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, and Saturday, 8:30 until 1. Our man, the Gator man at the Cherokee Barbershop. Quick break. We'll come right back. We'll talk golf. St. Jude's Golf Tournament coming up soon. You can be a part of it to help raise money for a great cause. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. And Tom Jane scheduled to join us coming up next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that it's smart to replace washing machine hoses every 5 years? What if you didn't know that you might need extra coverage for more expensive items? And what if you didn't know that teen drivers are 4 times more likely to get into an accident? So, the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Hey, Diet Mountain Dew driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. here. On April 19th, I'll be racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Food City 500. Tickets start at just $64, so call 423-BRISTOL or visit bristoltix.com today to see me and my Diet Mountain Dew team in Bristol. It's Bristol, baby.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thank you for being with us again. We would ask you to go to the Facebook, and you do, and you have. Picked up, what, 2 more yesterday. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Like us and follow us and tell your friends and neighbors about the show. And folks are gathering on that as well. We're not too far away. I'll go ahead and tell you, programming-wise, we're not that far away from going to 3 hours. We're not that far away from opening up phones and taking phone calls. We're going to do that periodically on the show in the not-too-distant future. So we have folks call in and talk sports. And I know we talk about it all the time, Horace and I, but maybe you'd want to comment on sports, and so we'll start doing that the not-too-distant future. We're going to open up our phone lines and let you give your opinion about the world of sports that we talk about every day. Let's go to the phone. He's there, a dear friend and a guy that does a lot of good things here in the region to raise money for a fantastic place at St. Jude's, and it's our buddy Tom Jane. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing great, Tom. How about you?
Just fine, sir. Thank you for checking in with us, and we've got 2 things to talk about. We'll talk about the putt-putt in a moment, but let's start with the St. Jude's golf tournament coming up on May the 6th. Tell me all about it, would you please?
Well, we'll probably start gathering over around 9 o'clock. We'll have a putting contest there to get people warmed up before it ever starts. We'll have lunch at 11:30, furnished by Texas Roadhouse, and then they'll kick off the tournament at 1 o'clock.
Lunch at 11:30, Texas Roadhouse, and we'll tee off at 1 o'clock, correct?
That's correct.
And it's going to be where? Where we have this tournament at this year?
At Tri-City Golf Course.
They're in Blountville, all right. Tri-City's Golf Course. Now, how much does it cost to play?
It's $60 a person or $240 a team.
Yeah, 60, and the format is?
It's a captain's choice.
Captain's choice, all right. Yeah, captain's choice, and it's $60 a player, $240 a team. Money goes to St. Jude's. Tell me, how many golfers did you have last year?
I think we had about 25 teams last year. We normally run anywhere from 20 teams to 30 teams. A lot of it depends on weather.
Absolutely. We're talking to Tom Jane again now. How many years have you all been having the St. Jude's Golf Tournament?
Well, this will be the 16th tournament, but it's the 20th year that we've raised money for St. Jude.
16th golf tournament, 20th year, you've been raising money. That is fantastic. And again, it's going to be happening at Tri-Cities Golf Course. $60 a player, $240 a team. Again, it's captain's choice, and it all benefits St. Jude's. Let's talk about your organization, the guys and ladies who ride those motorcycles. You all go out and raise money. Tell me about it.
Well, the St. Jude is our choice for fundraising. That's who we raise money for, and we do a golf tournament each year, and we do a putt-putt tournament. And every once in a while, we'll come up with some little something, maybe setting up at one of the local restaurants or something like that, just letting people know what we do, and we raise money sometimes that way. And then in September, we actually make a trip to the hospital each year to visit the hospital.
So you've been there. Tell us, through your eyes, what it's like to go to St. Jude's Hospital in Memphis.
Well, I guess that it's rewarding for us to go down and see the work that they do, but it's also heartbreaking when you hear some of the family stories and what they've been through.
Yep, and so that kind of brings you back here and it kind of spurs you on to raise even more money as much as you can, right?
Yes, it does, and it's unreal at the need in our area. The last time that they gave me a count, there was 87 patients from Sullivan County alone. So it's just hard to imagine what the need is in our area right now.
So 87 people in Sullivan County alone are using or have used St. Jude's Hospital in Memphis. Is that correct?
Well, that 87 would be current patients. That's, of course, they're a patient for at least 10 years.
Wow. You're right. That's just Sullivan County. That doesn't include the entire Tri-Cities. That's just one county. We're talking to Tom Jane. Again, the need is there. The chance to give is there to play golf. And, again, 87 patients currently being treated, if you will, at St. Jude's in one way, shape, or form. So that's just in Sullivan County. Tom, how much money did you guys raise last year? I know you – and kind of step people through. You guys make a caravan down to Memphis. Tell me about that.
Well, we took $38,000 last year from the chapter in Kingsport alone, and it was around $80,000 for all the chapters together. And we actually leave Bristol at Atlas Honda and make a trip across the state of Tennessee, making stops and picking people up along the way that join us from other states and everything on the way to St. Jude.
So what kind of – can anybody ride? Does it have to be a specific type of motorcycle? Is it open to anybody?
It's open to anybody to ride, and people can even take a car if they want to go with us, and they don't have to have a motorcycle. We don't exclude anybody.
So how many people, at the time you got to Memphis, how many folks were in the motorcycle caravan? How many bikes did you have?
We normally have around 70 to 80 bikes, and then there'll be some that came in from other directions that meet us there.
Now, you go down there when? In the fall? Is that when you take the check down?
We'll leave on September the 11th going down, and we'll arrive at St. Jude Hospital on September the 12th.
There you go. What a great, great thing to do. We're so tickled to be a part of this. This is coming up on May the 6th. I don't play golf. If I could, I'd be right out there with you. But I do play putt-putt. Now, for folks that don't do golf, you got putt-putt coming up later on the year. Kind of tease us with that. What's that going to be happening this year, or when, I should say?
Well, that'll come up on Thursday, August the 6th. And if it keeps growing like it has, we expect a huge turnout again this year.
Yep, we've already got our team ready. The Honolulu Hawaiian Hoedown boys. We're coming back for year number 2. We got ourselves a coach, and we're going to come in there a little bit more flashier than last year. So when we walked in, everybody the waters kind of parted like the Red Sea, and they saw us coming. So we were dressed a little differently, but everybody had a good time. I know you had some music over there last year. It's at the Putt-Putt on Stone Drive, and that's a big night. And you raised what? Well, you tell me $30,000 over there last year. Is that right?
Last year was $21,000.
$21,000. Okay, $21,000 take home for about 3 or 4 hours of putt-putting and a lot of hard work. So that'll be in August. We'll talk more about that between now and then. But one more time for this golf tournament coming up inside of a month. How can we get signed up? Who do we call? Who do we say we want to play? Or who do we tell we want to play? And are you still looking for sponsors?
Yes, we do hold sponsors, and we'll make a sign advertising your business, or you can do it in memory or in honor of someone, and it's $50, and we'll put that sign up. If you make a donation of $100, we'll put it up at the golf tournament and the putt-putt tournament also. And you can mail me the check to Tom Jane, 463 Hobbs Hollow Road, Blumpville, Tennessee. Zip code is 37617. And we ask that the check be made payable to St. Jude. We don't want anything made to us. And we have an account in St. Jude's name where we can go ahead and deposit the check, so you don't have to wait till September for your check to clear the bank.
87 patients out of Sullivan County alone currently being treated for St. Jude's. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's the last count they gave me.
Wow. That's just Sullivan County. That doesn't count Washington or Carter or any other county here in northeast Tennessee. It's just Sullivan County only, right?
That's correct.
Wow. Need is there, my friend. You guys are doing a great job, and we appreciate you. One more time, tell us the name of the motorcycle group you're involved in.
It's the Go Wing Road Riders Association.
There you go. Tom, we'll get you back on another week or so, or next week we'll get you back on after the race and talk some more, okay?
Okay, Tom, we appreciate you.
Great job, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, good man. Again, Tom Jane, that is awesome. I did not know that. 87 patients in Sullivan County alone right now being treated in one way, shape, or form by St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. Of course, there is a branch here in the Tri-Cities at Niswonger as well in Johnson City that's also connected to St. Jude. So if you can play golf, please sign up for that. If you get a team, well worth that $240 or $60 an individual. And then it's coming up on Wednesday, May the 6th, which will be, 3 weeks from tomorrow. Be here before you know it. And then that'd be really cool, being that caravan to ride the motorcycles from Bristol to Memphis.
Well, if I wasn't going to be somewhere else that week, I might consider that myself and take the mistress.
Yeah, that would be, and they start in, as you heard, in Bristol, and they start out with a few, and they stop and gather more. By the time they get to Memphis, about 80 bikes, and that's be pretty impressive going down the road seeing 80 motorcycles with a big St. Jude flag flying, wouldn't it?
Yep. That's
awesome stuff for these kids. So anyway, if you can play, his number, by the way, is 323-2239. He said be sure and give his number out. If you're interested in playing, just call Tom at 323-2239 if you want him to be a sponsor, a whole sponsor for $50. And the old adage, nickels make dimes, dimes make quarters, quarters make right on up. There you go. So you say, well, $50 isn't much. It's 50 more than they had before they started. So if you want to be a whole sponsor, if you want to play, give Tom a call. Tom Jane, Jayne, and it's 323-2239. And, wow, that's a lot of folks in Solomon County alone being treated as St. Jude's.
Yep.
Good grief. So the need is definitely there, no question about that. We are working our way through the Tom Taylor Sports Show again on this Tuesday. What else going on in the world of sports? Anything else over there you want to weigh in on?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked here. Let me look.
Oh, yeah. Jameis. We've already talked about Jameis, your boy Jameis. Steelers lost another cornerback. Taylor, did he resign, retire?
Yep, he resigned. And let's see here. NFL, let's see here. Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
Matt Forte. Looks like the Bears are trying to maybe work. Well, Forte hasn't shown up for any of the spring workouts. And he wants a new deal. So, so the Bears have got another problem.
Wow. So Matt Forte wants out.
He wants. Well, I don't know if he wants out. He wants a new deal.
He wants a new deal.
I guess if he didn't get a new deal, he wants out.
There you go.
So, and it looks like Marcus Mariota did visit the Chargers. So that's fueling some Phillip Rivers trade rumors.
I don't see that happening. I just don't.
Yeah, that may be a.
You trade a proven commodity like Phillip Rivers, had a pretty good career for San Diego, to an untapped, I mean, I know Mariota's going to be good, but what if he becomes another Johnny Manziel, another bust? I mean, that's a lot of money, a big gamble to get rid of the guy that's been there and has produced for you. So I'd be real cautious if I was San Diego before I jump out and throw a lot of money behind a guy that's untapped. So untapped source is Mariota. Not to say he can't do it, but you take a guy that's been established in the National Football League and has got it done versus a guy that's coming in. If I was the Chargers, I'd be a little cautious about that. So
I would be too.
Yeah. College football, my friend, is a big business. Here's a story. You ready for this? Bowl games paid more than $500 million to college football conferences and schools last season.
Ka-ching!
Increase of almost $200 million from the final season of the Bowl Championship Series to the first of the college football playoff. $500 million. $200 million increase. All right? So here we go. Here's some numbers that will stagger you. I'm telling you, they're staggered in my mind anyway. The 39 postseason games distributed $505.9 million to the participating conferences and schools. Schools spent $100 million to take part of the bowl games, so there's a profit of over $400 million for the schools. The total payouts from the 35 postseason games were $309 million. Schools spent $97 million to participate. That was the year before. So increase in payouts due mostly to the increased value of media deals with the 7 games, 6 bowl games, and the national championship part of college football. So there you go. Can you imagine? They went from $500 million, or paid out $500 million, increase of $200 million. And the schools themselves benefited from, all right, let's do this. Here we go. Get ready to crunch some numbers.
You're going to do the numbers again.
All right, there's 39 postseason games, correct?
Yep.
So 39 times 2 teams per game. That would give you a total of 78 teams. And let's take $400 million and divide by 78
You got to remember
teams.
now, not all these bowls, some of these bowls pay out bigger than others, so you can get an average.
This is an average, yeah. About $5 million a school, what it looks like to me, if I'm doing that right. Let's see. and I'm not sure that I am, but $400 million divided by 78 teams. Is that right?
Yeah.
he's in his anniversary. Divided by 78, and there we go. Actually, I'm wrong. $512,820 a school. That still ain't bad bacon. Almost $500,000 per team. There you go. You get a little check for $512,000 made to Horace. There you go.
I'll take it.
There you go. College football, big business, going to get even bigger. Imagine what the money's going to be at stake next year for the Battle of Bristol. Imagine the money that ESPN are going to charge these advertisers to be in the Battle of Bristol for the biggest college football game ever. And you got, of course, Tennessee and Virginia Tech going to get a big chunk of change, too, as is the Speedway. Everybody's going to benefit from that one. But imagine the money that's going to be at the Battle of Bristol next year.
If you have 160,000 people show up at that ball game and the ticket average was $25 a ticket, that's $4 million right there.
And
just
the ticket price ain't $25.
It ain't gonna be $25.
No, I can tell you that right now.
Some of those, I'd say the average ticket price can be more like 80 or 90.
There you go.
For an average. So you're looking at millions of dollars just in ticket sales.
Yeah.
Then you throw in the advertising.
And then you throw in the suites.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that. We're going to charge a premium to be in the suite of the college football game's biggest game. So ESPN going to go riding off into the sunset, taking it to the bank, because they're going to turn around and charge. Imagine, I'm going to say this, and I have nothing to base this on, but when it's all said and done, the cost to advertise this game next year will be very close to the Super Bowl, because you're going to see the biggest college football game ever in the history of sports as we know it. And so for them to be able to walk into an XYZ advertiser and say, here's the people going to be watching this show, not just here in Tennessee, but around the world, the biggest college around America. And I got folks now starting to text me from places that I didn't know they were at, friends that I didn't know I had, saying, hey, how do I get tickets to the Battle of Bristol? Because the word's getting out now. And they just designed man, you're talking about a neat trophy. They designed the trophy. Yeah. And so the buzz is starting to ratchet up because it's getting ever so closer to the game a year from now. I just think when it's all said and done, ESPN will charge record number of dollars to advertise on this game.
It's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money.
I've told them up there last week, I said, yeah, guys, y'all need to bid on the Super Bowl up here. Wow. I said, why not? I mean, there again, open air, biggest college football game ever, come back with the biggest Super Bowl ever. And by 3 or 4 more years from now, when they could do that, the Raiders will be there. And so they'll be in the Super Bowl here in the not-too-distant future. Would you go see the knock? And after I said that, I was driving home, I'm thinking, we don't have the infrastructure, and I don't guess we have the hotels to accommodate, 160,000. Well, maybe we do, but most of the hotels, a lot of folks travel, down to Knoxville and all over the place. You have to drive a while to get into the stadium to watch. But I just think it'd be a cool concept to try and bid on the Super Bowl up there. I mean, what are they going to do, tell you no? And it's not a National Football League city, but
no. But I think the biggest hurdle they'd have to overcome is just hotel space.
Yeah,
just somewhere to put people when they come in for that big. Yeah, there's just nowhere to put everybody.
Yeah, and that's the big knock. But man, don't think that wouldn't be cool. But we do know a football game's coming, the Battle of Bristol, and be a good quick segue to if you want those tickets, you got to buy. Best way to do it is buy season tickets right now to the race, and it's $149. You get 3 days coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in the spring, 2 days in the fall. $149 ticket. You can call 423-BRISTOL or go to bristoltix.com and order those tickets, actually get them, and be ready to go for the racing on Friday with Bush Beans Pole Day, then racing on Saturday and Sunday, and then that will get you a chance to put down a deposit for the tickets for the Battle of Bristol. And I promise you, there's not that many tickets left already. They're going very, very fast, and they're going to really go even faster when we get a little closer to the game.
Yep.
So anyway, that's what's going on in Bristol. And college football, big business. $500 million payout to the college football conferences and schools last season. And the rich just keep getting richer, right?
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. There you go. So there you go. We're about out of time here. It's been a fast show. I do want to say one more time about one of our great sponsors, Will Graybill and the folks at Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. We appreciate him very, very much and the job they do. Again, we tell you that they have, one family, 39 years. I believe what I'm supposed to say, and I got it right here someplace. I dropped the card. Here it is. Thank you. 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family at Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. Again, 1-800-524-4433. 47, the number to call. 4 locations in Kingsport on Broad Street, in Bristol on Highway 126, in Greenville on Justice Drive, and in Pounding Mill, Virginia on Short Street. Again, Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. If you need to brace it or replace it from head to toe, you know where to go. It's at Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family. And again, 1-800-524-4447 is the number to call. One of the things they deal a lot with is diabetes, and it's a growing problem. That's why the race is being the sponsor of the race on Saturdays, the Drive to Stop Diabetes. Diabetes is a big problem in this country, and very much so in this region. In fact, it's reached, in some cases, they tell us, even epidemic proportions in our region, and certainly for our young people. So they deal with a lot of folks that have diabetes, and so they can help you with custom molded shoes and some braces if need be, extra depth, diabetic shoes, all this available again from Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. And again, that phone number one more time is 1-800-524-4447 is the number to call. Do want to say thanks to our guest today, Richard Isaacs, those stupid questions he gave us for the quiz show. I went 2 for 5, another embarrassing day. What did I do yesterday? Let's see.
That was me yesterday.
Oh, yesterday you did it. That's
I went
right.
3 for 5.
I went 3 for 5. Tomorrow we'll go 5 for 5, and that'll move to 9 tomorrow.
Not going to happen.
Apester and the Tommy are going to give me those Elvis questions, and it's going to move. Going to put up a big 9 here on the Bracken Paving scoreboard, and we'll do that tomorrow. Also, thanks to Daniel Monjay from Milligan College, David Carmichael, a plethora of information from the Johnson City Parks and Rec, and also Tom Jane from St. Jude's and the St. Jude's Golf Tournament next month at Tri-Cities Golf Course in Bluffville. And, of course, to our anniversary man, 31 years, give me some taters. Happy anniversary to you, Mrs. V. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
You deserve it. You guys are good people and love them to death and are great friends. Our show today brought to you by Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance, Larry Kaiser, Nationwide Insurance, Wells Fargo Financial Network, Bays Mountain Park, Max Medicine Mart, Cherokee Barbershop, Bristol Motor Speedway, American Import and Auto Repair, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, Kingsport Cabinetry, Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, and by Book Lovers Warehouse. Horace, hit the button. We're gone. Back at it tomorrow, 1 o'clock. As we tell you each and every day, win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for being with us. We'll come back one more time tomorrow before we'll step aside on Thursday and Friday and head off to Bristol Motor Speedway. See you tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Again, thanks for being with us. You've enjoyed, I hope, seeing and hearing the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So long, everybody.